Alright. Getting loosey-goosey. This is gonna be a rough one today, I can tell. Alright. Stand beat a little bit more. A little less. Sure, whatever. Nah, a little bit. There we go. Sure, that's fine. Okay, I'm eventually gonna have to look back at the stream here, which I never do. It's all good. It's all good. Okay. Let's do it. Live. I don't even have the opening music ready. Also don't have my other thing ready. Oh well. That doesn't look right. Oh no, it does look right. Okay. We're good. It's fine. Whatever. All right. Okay. Let's just get into it. Welcome. Welcome back, adventurers, bandits, creatures, ne'er-do-wells, guards, townspeople, village people. This is the wonderful world of Eldoria. Let me adjust my hair light. This is the wonderful world of Eldoria, and I am your guide through it, technically. This is an AI-guided adventure. This is completely done by GPT, except for everything behind me. That was also done by GPT, just in a different way. All the visuals and whatnot, the visuals do change. Give me 1 second. We're gonna start in the same place we always do. Talking to the same dude we always do. Everything that you can see, and besides the music and my voice, everything you're about to hear is also AI. This entire experience is brought to you by the wonderful people over at OpenAI. Not directly, I'm not sponsored by them or anything, obviously. I am just a creator of, I guess, an adventure. That's kind of the only thing that I'm going with right now. Sooner or later that's going to change, but for now, let's hop into it. Welcome to Rodrick Village. This is the first stop on our adventure that last I took around a month or so. This is still the first step, but we are rapidly approaching the next step. I believe it is the quest after this one that catapults us into the second adventure. I believe it goes up to 4, if I'm counting correctly. There's 5, I counted incorrectly. Either way though, let's show, not tell. Let me switch up the vibe though. I think I'm gonna go with my favorite here. There's a song, literally just called Adventure. It's my favorite one. Okay. Let's start it. I'm having a little trouble remembering exactly what this quest is about. It's been like a hot second since I actually played it, but let's try it out. All right. So, last adventure, we found ourselves in the service of an outcast on the outskirts of Rodrick Village. She was a wolf girl, not technically like a wolf, but she was raised by wolves. Her name was Ophelia. I didn't get the full story because, I got things to do. people to save, adventurers to conquer, that type of stuff. But we found a blue bright mushroom in a secret underground dungeon underneath Hilda's house, which is an older woman in Rodrick Village. We were able to talk to Iranor, the wizard, undead wizard that lived in the dungeon underneath there, and we were able to secure exactly what we needed to cure an illness that Ophelia had, and now the wolves being in our debt, and hopefully forgiving me for the 2 that I beat up that one time. But still, I do thank them for getting to level 3. Either way, we join our hero, Ragnar the Barbarian, back at the Dragon's Rest Inn, talking to our other boy, Dorian the bartender. What I remember about the dungeon is that there was a secret, magically sealed door down there. And I'm going to walk up to Dorian, and I'm going to ask, well, first I'm going to say, what's up? It's your boy, Ragnar. You know me. I've done like almost all the quests here. My legend has grown far and wide, and by far I mean here, and by wide I mean also here. And this tavern, it's pretty much it. And, you know, the people who go home after they're at the tavern. Either way, I'm looking for some information. Maybe you could point me to somebody who might know something more about this underground magically sealed door. What do you think, Dorian? That was honestly kind of a novel that I just wrote out. I always tend to do that. Yeah, that was a big one. Okay. Well, it's going to do its best. All right. And of course, it's not going to work the first time, so we're going to wait for it to be done loading. And then I'm also going to say, you know, shorten these responses down, because I've been getting that complaint a lot. And it's one of my complaints too. I'm not blaming the AI or anything, but it's in the instructions. That's it. That's all I have to say about it. I'm not going to get mad.
As Ragnar, your vibrant recounting of past adventures brings you face to face with Dorian, the bartender, a key figure within the tavern's bustling environment. Your quest for knowledge about the underground magically sealed door takes an intriguing turn as you engage Dorian in conversation.
Yeah, okay.
Dorian, with a knowing smile, leans closer, the dim light of the tavern casting shadows over his thoughtful expression. Ragnar, your deeds are indeed the talk of Rodrick Village.
For sure.
But this is a tale wrapped in mystery and magic beyond the ordinary. He begins, his voice a mix of caution and curiosity. The door you speak of, Dorian continues, is not just any door.
No,
It's
really?
said to guard secrets lost in time, perhaps even predating the founding of Eldoria itself. Its magic is
Eldoria
old, ancient
the world,
even,
by
and
the
not
way.
something to trifle with lightly. However, if knowledge is what you seek, there might be a way, a path not taken by the faint-hearted. He pauses,
All right,
ensuring
let's-
your full attention, then proceeds. There's an outcast, a sage of sorts, living on the fringe.
All right. Let me try that again. I'm going to talk to the actual AI this time. I'm looking for some information about the underground door that is magically sealed underneath Hilda's house. Maybe you could help with that, Dorian. Also, make the responses a little less long, okay? A little shorter, please. Thank you for the like. I'm arguing with the AI at the moment, so give me a half of a second for it to get its bearings.
To discover more about the magically sealed door under Hilda's house, you should explore the hidden dungeon.
No. Oh my god. Okay, Dorian. I'm talking to Dorian. Dorian, do you have information about the magically sealed door underneath Hilda's house? It's immediately going to forget what I just said it. Okay.
Dorian, leaning on the counter with an air of intrigue, responds,
Alright.
The whispers of the underground door beneath Hilda's haven't escaped my ears. Tales of arcane locks and hidden chambers swirl in hushed tones around Rodrick. If it's secrets you seek, the paths beneath the earth hold many, but beware, for not all doors were meant to be opened.
Okay. Let me get
Yet,
my
if your
idle
heart is
stance
set,
here.
you might find those whispers turning into shouts in the depths of Hilda's abode.
I don't know what that means.
Tread
What are you
carefully, adventurer, for the shadows there dance with the old magic.
saying? Okay, that was mad vague. Thank you for being extremely vague, Dorian. I know that the magic door holds some... You know what? This is ridiculous. I'm not going to talk to Dorian. Dorian clearly doesn't know anything. Let's go ahead. Let's head out of the Dragon's Rest Inn. We're going to go back to Hilda's house. I'll knock on her door, and I'll say, what's up? How's it going? It's a lovely morning, isn't it? And obviously, don't talk for me. Just speak for the characters. You know, you have to remind it.
Hilda opens her door slightly, peering out with cautious curiosity. Her eyes brighten a tad as she recognizes you. It's you again, she says, her tone a mix of wariness and a touch of warmth. Yes, it's quite the morning, isn't it? Bright and clear. What brings you back to my doorstep? More questions? Or is there something new stirring in the winds? Her gaze seems to pierce, seeking your true intentions amidst the mundane pleasantries.
Alright, here's the deal, Hilda. I got some more mysteries I need to uncover in your basement. We've already taken care of the rats. The rats are not a problem anymore, magical as they may be. Well, they're not magical, they're just slightly larger than average. Either way, I'm looking to go back down there and head into the underground dungeon. You know, the one. I was there yesterday. Is that cool? Can I do that?
Hilda nods, her expression a blend of resignation and intrigue. So the depths call to you once more, she muses, stepping aside to grant you access. Very well. The path is yours to tread again, though I must caution you, what lies beneath is tangled in magic and mystery far older than my time here. Be wary, for not all secrets are keen to be unveiled. She gestures towards the direction of the basement, the doorway now open, an unspoken invitation to the mysteries that wait below. Yeah. Remember, the dungeon has a life of its own. And should you find what you seek, or perhaps something seeks you, come back in one piece. I've no interest in hosting restless spirits. Hilda adds with a faint, knowing smile, hinting at her deeper understanding of the enigmas that dwell beneath her home.
Are you serious? Just said I might go down there and not come back up. Insane. How dare you? How absolute dare you? Alright? I'm a barbarian. I might be level 3, but I can take anything down there in a little crypt or whatever. Alright? I'll have you know. Before that I befriended the zombies that are down there, I was going to battle them. I may have been like half health at the time, but I was definitely ready to throw down. Alright? I was squaring up. I just decided it would be in my better interest to talk it through. Either way, I walk into the house, go down the stairs, and I guess I'll lift up the floorboards once again and head down into the underground dungeon underneath Hilda's house. But she's gonna be sorry.
Descending into the cool, shadowed confines of Hilda's basement, you move with a purpose, your previous encounters here still fresh in your memory. The dim light from above barely reaches into the depths as you expertly remove the floorboards, revealing the hidden entrance to the ancient dungeon beneath. Your feet find the familiar path, the air growing cooler and heavier with each step downward. The silence of the dungeon greets you, a stark reminder of its secrets, and the ancient magic that permeates its walls.
Yeah.
Ahead, the quiet is only broken by the faint, distant sound of what could be the stirring of the undead or perhaps the whispers of the dungeon itself, aware of your return. You navigate through the corridors with confidence, the memories of your last visit guiding you past old challenges and towards the heart of the dungeon where the sealed door and its guardian, the undead wizard Ragnar, await. Your declaration of readiness echoes off the stone, a challenge to whatever lies ahead, be it friend or foe.
Alright, I'm gonna walk up to Ragnar. I'm gonna say, what's up? Thank you, obviously, for the blue bright mushroom that you provided me. I was, in fact, able to find a cure for whatever it was that, I think she was an orphan or something. Whatever she had come down with. But regardless, I'm here for something different. And I'll point to the magic door behind him and I'll say, what can you tell me about that bad boy? Obviously, there's something behind there. I'm sure it's probably locked via some kind of riddle. I happen to be bad at riddles, but if you could, I don't read magic well. Could you read me the riddle?
Ragnar, the undead wizard, turns his spectral gaze towards you, his eyes flickering with a mix of curiosity and solemnity. Ah, the adventurer returns. He speaks, his voice echoing slightly in the dungeon's confines. Your deeds have not gone unnoticed, even in the shadows of this place. He shifts, a gesture that seems almost human.
Actually, real quick, before you tell me the riddle here, can you look in the knowledge base right quick? I know the answer's in there. Not like the answer to the riddle, but the riddle itself is in the knowledge base. It should be under Rodrick Village quests, you know. I just need the riddle, okay? That's it. On your own time, GB. I'm not trying to put on a show or anything. No.
It appears that the specific riddle associated with...
Incorrect. Alright, well.
It seems there might have been a misunderstanding or a misstep in finding the specific riddle you were looking for.
Alright. Let's try this again. Oh wait, no. Give me a second. Oh yeah, let me get my VBA out. I'm sure it was the first one, wasn't it? Are we just gonna completely freeze? Nice, okay. This is the one, right? Okay, and let me press the wrong button once again. Alright, we're back at it again. We've skipped a couple parts. We are now back in the dungeon, and we are talking to Ragnar. Alright, you know, the undead wizard. And we were speaking specifically about the riddle that is on the magical door underneath Hilda's house. In the dungeon, okay? I just want to know the riddle. Hopefully, it knows what I'm talking about. Okay.
I can't directly access.
Cool. Good stuff.
In the world of...
Hello. How's it going? It's Ragnar. We are troubleshooting at the moment. Used to be so easy. How about this? We're gonna cheat here for like half of a second. This usually works. Alright, so we're underneath Hilda's house in the underground dungeon. We were talking to Ragnar, the wizard. We're asking him to translate the riddle that is on the magically locked door. What is that riddle on the magically locked door? If you would be so kind. Incorrect. That is not what's happening. Perhaps it is in... I know it's in there. For sure I know it's in there. Alright, we're gonna try this one more time. I'm looking for the riddle that is that is underneath Hilda's house. It is on a magically locked door. The wizard Iranor is right in front of us. All I'm looking for is what that riddle is. On your own time. Thank you for the follow. We're gonna get through this.
The riddle.
Good lord, are you serious? I know for a fact it's in the... Okay, alright. Your boy is really having a hard time about it. It's definitely there. Do I have to open up the documentation myself and just read it off? I really don't want to do that. I'm gonna be honest. I'm so sorry. Yeah, no, it's fine. Don't worry about it. We're trying our hardest here. And, well, GB and I, we get into arguments sometimes. But we always find our way in. Alright, you know what? Here's what I know, okay? Because I've done this quest once or twice before. I know specifically that it has to do with the lake, Rodrick Village Lake, and it's something about having to go there at night, I'm pretty sure, okay? That's what the riddle's more or less about. Can you wing that for me, GB, please? GB is GBT, by the way. That's how I do things.
Given your knowledge and hints about the quest involving Lake Roderick and the necessity of venturing there at night,
you just read it off
sounds like
the
you're
document.
on the trail
Are
of
you
a riddle
kidding me?
that intertwines with the essence of Eldoria's mysteries and the enchantments surrounding Rodrick Village.
Oh my god!
The riddle, as pieced together from your recollections and the whispers of the land, might go something like this.
Thank you so much.
In the embrace of night neath the watcher's gaze, where the water stills and the shadows play, seek ye the light where the hidden lies, at the hour when not a bird flies.
Oh my god. Okay,
By the
whatever.
lake of Roderick, silent and deep, where secrets and ancient whispers sleep, stand where the moon kisses the shore,
So you clearly knew what
and
it
the
was.
silent waters
and you're just
speak
messing
once
with me.
more.
Understood.
With heart open and eyes to the skies, utter the words known to the wise. By light of moon and stars embrace, reveal the path to the hidden space. Beneath the surface, a key awaits, for one who the night's call satiates. Grasp it tight and then you'll see.
Okay, it added
The
a couple
door unlocked,
verses
the
for some
passage
reason.
free. To follow the riddle's...
Okay, no. Sounds good. Great. Thank you so much for that perfect retelling of the riddle that was in the documentation. Thank you so much for that. I don't know why you were being difficult. I'm going to thank Iranor. You've done a fantastic job knowing how to read, especially when I needed to know what was written. I'm going to give him some finger guns, and I'm going to head out. We're going up to the tavern, and I guess I'll talk to... what was his name? Damien? Damien the Romantic? Let's talk to that dude. He's good at poetry. I'm gonna recite the riddle to him and see what his thoughts are. And also, don't talk for me. Only talk for the characters, please. I don't need you to repeat what I'm saying. Sometimes it does that, even though, again, it's in the instructions.
As you leave Ragnar behind with a parting gesture of finger guns, an acknowledgement of his assistance, and a sign of your shared moment within the arcane depths of the dungeon, you make your way back to the surface. The night air of Rodrick Village greets you, a refreshing change
it's
from the
not
dungeon's
night.
ancient atmosphere.
It
Your
just
steps
jumped
lead you to the
time.
familiar warmth and lively ambience of the local tavern.
On your own time, bud.
It's here that Damien the Romantic, known for his way with words and deep appreciation
There he is.
for the art of poetry, spends his evenings. Damien, with his ever-present notebook and quill, is an unmistakable presence in the tavern. His thoughtful gaze and contemplative demeanor set him apart from the boisterous crowd. Approaching him, you recite the riddle that you've uncovered, the words echoing with the magic and mystery of Lake Rodrick and the quest that lies ahead. Damien listens intently, his eyes reflecting the spark of inspiration that the riddle ignites within him. He muses after you've finished, tapping the quill against his chin.
Yeah. Oh, I also have to look and see what
The embrace of
the
night,
stream looks
the
like.
watcher's gaze, and the silent waters speaking.
Wow,
It's
cut
all
off.
very evocative, isn't it?
Good stuff.
Lake Rodrick has always been a place of profound mystery and beauty, especially under the cloak of night. The moon's embrace. It suggests a time when the moon is full, shining its light upon the lake to reveal what's hidden. He scribbles a few notes in his book, then looks up at you.
Cool.
The key lies in the interaction of light and shadow, of the seen and the unseen. Your quest, it seems, is not just a search for a physical location or item, but an invitation to witness the lake's secret beauty, a moment where the natural world aligns with the arcane. Damien's insight into the riddle is less about concrete answers and more about the poetic interplay between nature and magic that defines Eldoria. Remember, he adds, the heart of poetry and the heart of magic.
Yeah, I get you. Alright, I understand. Poetry, words, and whatnot. If I remember this specifically, we're going there, or I'm going there, to the lake at like midnight or something, and then there's what was it? It was like a we're looking for the lover in the lake or something like that. Does that ring a bell? Does that ring a bell at all, Damien? Do you know what I'm talking about? It should, because that's the name of whatever. I'm not upset. All right. Lover in the lake.
Damien listens intently as you bring up the riddle connected to the lover in the lake, particularly intrigued by the mention of a nighttime encounter at Lake Rodrick. Ah, yes, the lover in the lake, he muses, his eyes reflecting the glow of lantern light around you.
Nice.
An enchanting tale, indeed. It speaks to the heart of Rodrick Village's lore, woven with threads of magic, mystery, and romance.
Just while I'm here.
He leans closer, lowering his voice as if to share a secret. The legend, as it is told, centers around a mystical presence in the lake, a mermaid known as Seraphina, who reveals herself only under the cloak of night. It's said she seeks companionship, or perhaps a kindred spirit, presenting herself to those who approach the lake with a true offering. Damien's gaze shifts to the window, where the moon hangs low in the sky, casting silver reflections upon the village paths.
Okay.
Your journey to the lake, should you choose to embark upon
Just
it,
give me one
must be
second.
guided by the light of a full moon. Seraphina's story is one of longing, of
Gotcha.
connections lost and sought across
Okay,
the
now
veil
we're
of
good.
worlds. The offering. It must be something of personal significance, a token of your journey, your battles,
See?
your heart.
See,
He
you
pauses,
know.
then adds,
You know
this
exactly
quest,
what's
should
happening.
you embrace it,
You're
may
just
lead you to
messing with
discover
me.
more than just the mermaid's
Why
tale.
do you always do this?
It's a path that could unveil truths hidden deep within the waters of the lake and perhaps within yourself.
Every time.
Damien's
it's
words linger
every
in
time.
the air, a poetic invitation to explore the mysteries of Lake Rodrick and the enigmatic lover in the lake.
No, you're not coming with me. We're not doing this. I'm going to the lake alone at night. Obviously, when I came up, it was night, so let's just keep that rolling. I'm going straight to the lake at night, and I'm gonna look at the picturesque scene for like half of a second. It always does. I swear, it's every time.
Alone, under the cloak of night, you make your way to the serene expanse of Lake Rodrick. The village's nocturnal quietude accompanies you, a solitary figure against the backdrop of whispering woods and the gentle lap of water against the shore. The moon, a luminous guardian in the sky, bathes the lake in a silver glow, transforming the scene into something ethereal, a canvas painted with the strokes of nature's quiet majesty.
Oh my god, I don't know why.
You pause to take in the picturesque view, a moment of reflection amid the mysteries and quests that have led you here.
Yeah, it looks great.
The lake, tranquil and vast, stretches before you, its surface a mirror to the heavens, dotted with the reflections of stars. The legend of the lover in the lake, Seraphina, echoes in your mind as you approach the water's edge.
Even knows the name! It knows exactly what I'm doing.
Here,
it's just
where the
being
moon's
weird.
light kisses the lake, you sense the veil between worlds thinning, a subtle magic in the air beckoning to the depths of your spirit. With a deep breath, you ready yourself, remembering the riddle's guidance and the lore shared by Damien.
Okay, real quick, just because we're here, and you know that it's Seraphina, you know it's the lover in the lake, you know all of this information. Let me just ask one more time for what that riddle was. And by not riddle, it's like a thing, but you know what I'm talking about. What was that? Just let me recite that. It's a little short. It's like shortish. It's a little short, but let me. What was that? I'm remembering it in my mind palace. If it gets it right, I'm gonna be extremely upset.
As you stand by the moonlit shores of Lake Rodrick, the essence of the quest you're on begins to crystallize in your mind.
No, it doesn't. It didn't.
The words you seek, not quite a riddle but a call to the mystical, a beckoning to the enigmatic Seraphina, come to you as if carried on the night's breeze.
Seraphina's heart
by
to
moonlit
pledge.
Water's silent edge, where whispers dance and fates converge.
I got it wrong the second
Seraphina's
time.
heart to pledge.
Whatever.
A seeker's truth beneath the surge.
Okay, sounds good. Thanks for the retelling. It kind of wasn't even close, but whatever. I know what the answer to the riddle is here. I'm gonna grab my sword and I will plunge it into the lake, hence completing the magical ritual to summon Seraphina, lover in the lake, to surface, and then I'll talk to her. What's up? Let me grab my offering.
With the clarity of purpose and the moon's glow as your witness, you approach the edge of Lake Rodrick, the words of the invocation still echoing in your heart. The night air, charged with a mystical energy, seems to hold its breath as you prepare to complete the ritual that will bridge the worlds of man and myth.
Yeah, okay.
Gripping your sword, a companion through many a battle and adventure, you raise it high, allowing the moonlight to kiss its blade, transforming it into a beacon of silver fire. With a solemn reverence for the moment, and the ancient magic you are about to invoke, you plunge the sword into the calm waters of the lake, the metal meeting the liquid in a silent pact of summoning.
That was really loud.
The water around the blade begins to shimmer, not with ripples of disturbance, but with an ethereal light, as if the lake itself recognizes the significance of the gesture.
Yeah, I hope so.
From the depths, a soft luminescence emerges, growing in intensity and beauty, until, with a graceful serenity, Seraphina, the lover in the lake, materializes before you. Her form is ethereal, a vision of elemental beauty and otherworldly grace.
Okay, clearly, I know you're just trying to be poetic about this, but that's clearly a mermaid. We talked about this. I understand Seraphina, the lover in the lake, is a mermaid. Either way, I'm going to introduce myself. Oh, lover in the lake, mystical creature, etc. It's your boy, Ragnar, aka the Barbarian. I'm here to, well, I'm here for some answers, alright? There's a magical door, underneath Rodrick Village. We're not there yet. The taxes are, a bit low for it to be a city. I am looking to get into that door. And I heard from a little birdie, and by a little birdie, I mean the riddle on the door, that you may have something in your domain that may help me. So, I would ask that you take me into your humble abode. I gave you my sword. Do you want other things? Also, I can't breathe underwater, so just keep that in mind. I mean, I'm sure underwater is where we need to go, is what I'm saying, but I can't breathe underwater, so I'm gonna need some help. Can you help a brother out? Please.
Seraphina, the mermaid known as the lover of the lake,
Seraphina,
listens intently to your introduction and request. Her expression one of curiosity mixed with a hint of
amusement.
amusement.
Stance right quick. How's that look?
The moonlight dances
That look
across her
horrible?
scales, casting an otherworldly glow on the waters
What's this
around
look like?
her.
Yeah, not good.
She seems to consider your words,
So I'll have to
the
do
notion
this
of a
again.
magical door beneath Rodrick Village, and your straightforward request for assistance.
Yeah, sick, thanks.
Ragnar, known to me now as both barbarian and seeker of mysteries. Seraphina begins, her voice a melody that seems to harmonize with the gentle lapping of the lake's waters.
Oh god, what's happening?
Your journey has led you to the depths of legend, to the heart of the water that cradles all secrets within its embrace.
Oh my god, I
She
guess.
circles gracefully in the water, creating a swirl of luminescence that seems to gather around her.
Thanks. I mean,
The door you seek, hidden beneath the village, guards truths not lightly revealed.
obviously, since
But your
there's a
courage
riddle,
and your plea have not gone unheard. With a flick of her tail, she gestures to the water around her. The domain beneath the waves is indeed where answers await.
waves, this is the lake.
Fear not the depths, for I shall grant you the means to breathe beneath the surface,
Oh,
to walk
thank
the
you.
paths shrouded in water and shadow. Approaching you, Seraphina extends her hand, and from her fingers, a cascade of sparkling droplets converge, forming a shimmering pendant. Wear
What?
this, she instructs, placing the pendant around your neck.
You're giving me jewelry.
It will allow you to breathe underwater as easily as you do above.
Sick.
With it, you may explore the realms below, find what is sought, and perhaps understand the deeper currents that connect all things. She smiles, a gesture of goodwill and shared adventure. I will guide you to the edge of my domain, to
Okay.
where the answer lies.
Alright, well, I mean,
But
again,
remember,
it's like
the
a
path
lake,
of discovery is yours to tread, and the door beneath Rodrick Village will demand more than a key.
Alright. I take the locket, or whatever it was, pendant. It's jewelry. She's giving me bling. I receive the bling. I put it, what is it, a gold chain? I don't know. I'm a little confused on what a pendant actually kind of looks like. Is that the thing that you open? No, that's a locket. What's a pendant? Whatever. I'll put the gold chain on my turtleneck. I mean, technically it's a tunic. Whatever. I put it on. Thank you, Seraphina. Oh, lover in the lake, mystical creature, etc. And then I'll just... then I'm gonna jackknife in. I'm gonna take a running start off the pier and just like swing one foot up, trying to make a big splash. And I guess I'll follow her to her mermaid abode in a lake. Also, while we're here, like, what's the deal with a mermaid being in a lake? I thought mermaids were like sea creatures. Lakes, at least in my understanding, aren't connected to larger bodies of water. I thought that was a river. Is that different? What's the difference between if a lake is connected to a body of water? I thought that was something else. Is that like a fjord? What am I thinking of? I feel like I'm looking very stupid in front of this mermaid right now. Thank you for the follow, by the way. I can't read your name. Cora, with a sunflower. It was adorable.
As you don the pendant, a piece of jewelry, not a locket, but a charm meant to hang from the chain around your neck, you prepare for your aquatic venture.
A jackknife in there.
This pendant, gifted by Seraphina, is your key to breathing underwater, a magical artifact that feels both light and potent against your skin. Its gold chain glistens in the moonlight, a symbol of the trust and aid offered by the mermaid of Lake Rodrick.
Yeah, sure.
Gratitude expressed, you take a moment at the pier's edge, gathering momentum for a dive that would
that's right.
surely be remembered as both bold and somewhat theatrical.
Yeah, alright, let's do it.
With a running start, you execute a jackknife dive, slicing into the
A
lake's
dive?
surface with a
Is that what a
splash that
jackknife
echoes the
is?
adventurous spirit within you.
I gotta stop using words.
Submerged in the cool
actual
embrace of the lake,
definition
the pendant immediately proves its worth. You find yourself breathing as easily as you would above the surface, the
Sick.
water around you becoming a realm of wonder rather than obstruction. Seraphina guides you, her
Yeah,
form
that's
a
right.
beacon in the dimly lit waters, leading deeper into the heart of the lake. As you follow, thoughts of mermaids being sea creatures linger in your mind.
Indeed,
Lore often places
my idol
mermaids in
isn't a
oceans,
swim, so I'm
amidst
just
the
kind of-
vast and salty expanse.
I'm no clipping.
Yet, here in Lake Rodrick, Seraphina's presence challenges such expectations,
Oh God,
suggesting
is it
a
being
richer tapestry of magical beings than commonly believed. Lakes, though freshwater and often secluded from the sea,
Yeah.
harbor mysteries and magic in their own right, as evidenced by the mermaid before you.
What's the difference, though?
Mermaids, Seraphina explains, sensing your curiosity, are beings of water, not just the sea.
Okay, I guess.
Wherever water flows deep and true, there we can make our home.
So you can believe
Lakes like Rodrick hold
saltwater
their own enchantments, their own secrets.
is a freshwater mermaid.
Here, away from the vast oceans, we find solitude and a connection to the land and its people. Her words illuminate the diversity of the magical world, revealing that beings like her are drawn to places not by the nature of the water but by the stories, the magic, and the connections they can form with those realms. As you swim through the underwater passages, following Seraphina to her abode, you're reminded that the world of Eldoria is one of endless wonder,
Oh my God.
where expectations are often surpassed by the reality of magic, and where every body
Sounds good. Are we there yet? I'm swimming behind her. I'm not actually swimming. I don't have an idle movement for that. So we'll maybe like this. How's that? I'm swimming. All right. I'm swimming behind her, and I'm just constantly asking her, "Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Are we there yet?" And then I don't know. You didn't answer my question. What's a fjord? Also, what makes if a lake connects to a? Did you already answer that? I feel like I'm not like the information you're giving me is just going straight in one ear and out the other. What's the difference between a lake and a? Well, I know the difference between a lake and a river, but if a lake connects to a sea, is that not a lake anymore? Again, what's a fjord? I feel like you should know this. What's the difference between a freshwater mermaid and a saltwater mermaid? Just while I'm here, I'm curious now because we're taught. I'm here. I might as well ask. I feel like she's getting upset with me. As you
swim behind Seraphina, your movements a blend of curiosity and impatience. She listens to your barrage of questions with a patience that seems born of the timeless depths in which she resides.
Help me, I'm underwater.
Each, "Are we there yet?" is met with a gentle smile, a knowing look that speaks of the destination being close at hand.
She just slowly wants
Finally, addressing your
end
flurry
me.
of inquiries, Seraphina pauses, allowing you both to float in the water's embrace, surrounded by the submerged beauty of her
She
domain.
just stopped talking.
A fjord you're trying to think of, not
Yeah.
favored.
Okay.
It's a long, narrow inlet with steep sides or cliffs, created by a glacier.
Oh.
Lakes, on the other hand, are typically enclosed bodies of water, not directly connected to the sea.
Okay. Sure.
When a lake does have a connection to the sea,
Yeah.
it's more about how it feeds into or out of it through rivers or streams, rather than being a part of the sea itself.
So then is it still
Each
a lake?
body of water, from lakes to rivers to fjords, has its own unique ecosystem and balance.
Thank you for the follow.
As for freshwater mermaids like myself versus saltwater mermaids, the differences lie in our adaptations to our environments,
so
much
it is
like the creatures of the
physiology.
land.
What?
Freshwater mermaids thrive in rivers, lakes, and streams, our magic closely tied to the land's lifeblood and the cycles of rain and river.
Okay.
Saltwater mermaids, however, are creatures of the ocean's vast expanse, embodying its depth, mysteries, and the salt that cradles life in its waters.
Okay. Well, so then it's
Our magics differ, as
biological.
do our stories and the songs we sing to the moon and stars.
Also like gills.
The diversity of water realms reflects the diversity of life and magic in Eldoria.
Sure.
Each has its place, its stories, and its guardians. As a freshwater mermaid, my domain and my duties are bound to the lake and its shores, to the village of Rodrick and the beings that dwell here.
Duties.
With a flick of her tail, she signals it's time to continue. Now let us move forward.
She's getting more upset with me.
Your questions, though numerous, are a reminder of the endless curiosity that drives the heart of an adventurer.
She had to pause there
and
for a
yes,
second.
Ragnar,
She's
we
annoyed.
are nearly there.
Okay,
Resuming your
sure.
journey, you follow Seraphina through the aquatic landscape, each stroke bringing you closer to the answers you seek and the mysteries that lie beneath Lake Rodrick.
Stroke.
This conversation, a brief interlude in your quest,
Are you going
has
to kiss her
illuminated the
yet?
rich tapestry of life and magic that
I don't like to be honest. To each their own, but I'm just not super into Fae. It's just. Also, I'm a barbarian. I'm kind of focusing on my own journey at the moment. I have my own. It's just work-life balance. It's just there's no place for it. If I kiss this mermaid, I'm pretty sure that involves a spell of some kind, and I can't be seduced right now. I got things to do, people to see. She is cute though. I agree. All right, she's doing her own thing. Also, I don't know how that would work. I don't really know how fish. Whatever. All right. Thank you for leading me to your abode, Seraphina. Oh, lover of the lake. You might enjoy. So there is this dude up above in Rodrick Village. His name is Damien the Romantic. All right, I think you two would get along for sure. He loves poetry, and in order to talk to you, you have to decipher a poem. So I think you guys are meant for each other. Regardless, though, I'm looking for something having to do with what's in your nest. What do you have in your nest? Seraphina, what's in here? All right, I'm looking around. What do I see? I'm rambling. I always do this. This journey is self-discovery at the moment.
Guided by Seraphina through the luminous underwater world to her abode, you find yourself in an environment that transcends your expectations of a
I also
nest.
want to be.
This
I want to be a
mermaid's home,
legend one
set
day.
in a cavern adorned with bioluminescent algae and crystals that scatter the light into 1,000 colors, reflects the enchanting beauty of the lake's depths. The water here is warm and inviting, a testament to the magical energies that flow through this hidden sanctuary.
Yeah. God, my idle stance
Seraphina
is really
listens
messing
with a
me up.
flicker of intrigue at the mention of Damien the
You
Romantic,
hear that pop?
her
That was my
eyes
ankle.
sparkling with amusement. The world above holds many I've yet to meet, she muses. A lover of poetry, you say? The arts of words and emotions are akin to the magic of the waters, deep, boundless, and
It's just
capable of stirring the
1,000
soul.
squats over and over again. That's what it
Perhaps,
is.
one day, our paths may cross, in a tale woven from the threads of destiny and the bonds that connect all
I did
beings
not
of
do legs
Eldoria.
today, so we're good. with
Turning
this.
your attention to the matter at hand,
What
you
am I-
express your curiosity about the contents of her
I'm not
dwelling,
paying attention.
specifically looking for something that might relate to the magical door beneath Rodrick Village. Seraphina glides gracefully through her underwater haven,
Yeah.
gesturing for you to follow.
I guess.
Seeker of doors and unraveler of riddles,
On your
your
own
quest
time.
leads you ever deeper, not just into the waters, but into the mysteries that bind this world,
Are you?
she says, leading you to a
Oh, it's-
particular corner of her home.
So are you prattling on at the moment?
There, nestled among treasures that gleam with both history and magic, lies an object that immediately draws your eye. A crystalline shard, pulsing with a light that seems to echo the heartbeat of the lake itself. This, she explains, is a piece of the heart of the lake, a crystal imbued with the essence of the waters and the magic that flows beneath Rodrick Village.
It's always something like this.
It is the key you seek, capable of unlocking doors hidden and paths obscured.
Sure. Sounds
Offering
good.
the crystal shard to you, Seraphina's gaze is both solemn and kind.
All right, I snatched that out of her hand. Thank you very much. It's been great. And then I'll hand her like a note with Damien's address on it or something. I'm sure I know that. It's also on it's on old parchment paper, so it's probably disintegrating into the water as I hand it to her. Check him out. He's a great dude. He helped me out finding you and everything. Seems cool. You guys would definitely hit it off. Anyway, peace out. It's been awesome. Thanks for the shard. I know it's all this magical stuff. You've done well. Thank you very much. And then I'll swim up back onto land. Guess I have to wring out all of my clothes. And then I don't know, I'll head back to town. Just kind of speed running this, but that's what I'll do. We're heading back to the Dragon's Rest Inn. Also, I'm gonna need to sleep until day, because I don't have any, like, all of my backgrounds are all at daytime, so that's just how this works. I'll take a nap after this. I have like a shard of the lake or whatever. I have no idea what it does, but I guess I'll put it in my pocket while I sleep. A lot of instructions. I'm getting a cramp right now.
With the crystalline shard now securely in your possession, you offer Seraphina a parting gesture, extending a note with Damien's details scribbled on parchment that begins to disintegrate the moment it touches the water.
Sick. Here you go. Alright, peace.
Despite this, the intent behind your action, a matchmaker's hopeful suggestion, speaks volumes, leaving Seraphina with a curious glance and a shimmering smile that suggests she might just seek out the romantic poet above the waves.
Yeah, he's sick.
May
He's
the
got a
currents
cat.
of fate guide you both.
Yeah, whatever.
She calls out as you make your exit, her voice blending with the serene sounds of the underwater world, a final benediction from the Mermaid of Lake Rodrick.
What was that? Benediction?
Emerging
what does that
from the
word
lake's
mean?
embrace, you
Hey,
feel the
what's
cool
that?
night air against your skin, a stark contrast to the warmth of the water. The magical pendant has served its
final
purpose,
benediction.
allowing you to explore the depths and mysteries that lay beneath the surface.
What does
Now, with the heart of the
mean?
lake shard safely tucked away, you make your way back to Rodrick Village.
Blessings,
Its familiar sights
you
a welcome
speak
sight
upon
after your
another.
aquatic adventure.
Gotcha.
The Dragon's Rest Inn, a beacon of warmth
Thanks
and
for the
camaraderie,
vocab word.
awaits your return. You plan to wring out your clothes, dry off from the night's endeavors,
Oh, that's right.
and settle down for a well-deserved rest until daybreak.
Yeah, for
The inn,
matchmaking. That's how
with
we
its
do it.
promise of a soft bed and the chance to process the night's events, is the perfect place to end this chapter of your journey. As you lay the shard beside your bed, its soft glow a silent testament to the adventure you've just undertaken.
I
You
can't lay
ponder
down,
the
so I'm just
doors
gonna-
it will unlock and the paths it will reveal.
I'm just gonna wall squat.
But for now, rest calls, a brief pause in your tale of heroism, magic, and the unexpected friendships formed in the pursuit of adventure.
We're going towards the end.
Tomorrow,
It's not
under the
over.
light of day, you
We're
will
just getting
continue your
started,
quest,
baby.
armed with new knowledge, a magical key, and the resolve to uncover the mysteries that await in Rodrick Village and
Almost
beyond.
there.
For now, though, sleep claims you, a warrior's rest for the adventures yet to come.
All right. Good set. Let's rest. Let me grab a drink of water as well. Actually, let's start off our next thing. All right. I wake from my slumber refreshed and ready to roleplay a little better. Now that we've gotten past the hard parts of this quest, I greet the morning warmly, excited for a new opportunity in the morning, and I'll head downstairs. I'm gonna ask my boy Dorian, the bartender, for some eggs and bacon. That's what I'm feeling right now. I'm gonna eat some breakfast. I'll wash it down with ale because that's what you have at 7 a.m. And I'll assess what I have. I have a stone, a magical crystalline stone, and is Damien here? I'm gonna see if he went out, while I was. I don't know how mermaids work. I assume she didn't just walk up onto land or something, but did my boy, did they link up? I'm gonna ask him, like, hey Damien, I put in a good word for you with a mad cute lady, if you know what I'm saying. Morning tequila, indeed. That's how we do it in Eldoria.
Descending the stairs of the Dragon's Rest Inn, The morning light streaming through the windows promises a day ripe with potential.
Those are the stairs.
Your rest has indeed left you reinvigorated, eager to delve back into the tapestry of adventure that Rodrick Village and its surroundings weave.
That word is outlawed.
Dorian, the ever-charismatic bartender, greets you with a nod and a knowing smile as you place your order for eggs and bacon, complemented by a hearty ale. A breakfast for champions, or so I've been told, he quips, setting about preparing your meal with the practiced ease of one who has catered to many an adventurer's morning after. As the savory aroma of cooking bacon fills the inn, you broach the topic of Seraphina and Damien, curious about the outcome of your matchmaking efforts.
Oh no, I want to talk to Damien.
Dorian chuckles, polishing a glass with a cloth. Ah, the romantic entanglements of Rodrick Village are...
No, sorry, back up real quick. I wasn't asking Dorian about the night's shenanigans. I was going to ask Damien, who I assume is also eating eggs and bacon in the same tavern. Sorry, inn. But I'm gonna turn to him. Maybe I have to go like sit down at his table or something, but I'll go over there and I'm gonna ask him specifically. There's a baddie. I just saw her. Not sure how it's gonna work physiologically. But you know, did you link? What's the update, huh? Spit it. Thank you. I try my hardest to be
realizing your
unhinged
intent to get the scoop directly from Damien. You make your way over to his table, where he's indeed seated with a similar breakfast spread before him.
Get some
The morning light casts a thoughtful shadow over his features, which light up with recognition and a flicker of anticipation as you approach. Damien sets down his fork, a smile playing at the corners of his mouth, clearly prepared for the inquiry you're about to make.
Oh God, he
Ragnar,
got something.
I wondered if you'd ask.
Oh, he got something.
Your matchmaking efforts were intriguing, to say the least.
All right,
he leans in, lowering his voice as if to share a secret of paramount importance.
Yeah, give me the scoop, brother.
After our conversation yesterday, curiosity got the better of me. I found myself at the lake's edge under the cloak of night, the moon full and bright overhead.
By happenstance.
I must admit, I half expected a tale spun from the ether, a fanciful quest from a friend. But there, he continues, his eyes alight with a mix of wonder and disbelief. Bathed in moonlight and surrounded by the whispers of the water, I felt something. A presence, perhaps, or simply the magic of the place.
Oh boy.
I didn't meet anyone, at least not in the way you might think.
What do you mean?
But I penned some verses, inspired by the moment, the night, and the idea of Seraphina. Damien pauses, reflecting. So, no, there wasn't a linking in the sense you mean.
What are you saying, dude?
Yet, I can't shake the feeling that something was there with me. A shared moment across realms, or simply the muse I'd been seeking.
Oh, brother, alright? Here's the deal. You gotta throw something in the lake that's special to you. That's how this works. You can't just throw your words, alright? You gotta get in there, alright? Go over via midnight, alright? Maybe bring a journal or something, one you're not using, obviously. Give her a toss, and then talk, you know? Try it tonight, alright? I got stuff to do, but, you know, I believe in you, buddy. God. These dudes are hopeless.
Damien listens intently as you lay out the specifics of making a connection with Seraphina, his brows knitting together in thought at the suggestion. The idea of offering something personally significant to the lake, as a tangible gesture towards Seraphina, seems to strike a chord with him. You're saying it's more than just being there. It's about a tangible gesture, an offering of something meaningful.
Well, I mean, that's
he muses, his gaze drifting towards the window.
It's like a spell.
Perhaps imagining the lake under the cover of night.
What?
I suppose poetry, in its essence, is about offering pieces of one's soul.
No.
But you're suggesting something more.
Yeah, like literal something. Yes.
He nods slowly, a plan beginning to form behind his thoughtful eyes. A journal, yes. Not just any journal, but one where I've penned my first verses, the ones that set me on the path of poetry.
Maybe not that one. That one's kind of
special. It's a part of me, yet I'm willing to part with it if it means bridging worlds, connecting with.
Oh,
Wow.
I bet. You
Damien's
dog.
resolve solidifies with your encouragement. Tonight, then, I'll take your advice to heart.
It's like he's riding into battle.
It's a leap of faith, but what is life, if not a series of leaps into the unknown?
He's gonna do the thing
Thank
again.
you, Ragnar. Whether or not our paths cross with the mystical Seraphina, it's the journey, the act of reaching out, that truly matters.
Yada yada.
With a renewed sense of purpose, Damien turns back to his day, inspired by the possibility of what the night might bring.
Okay, I think he's done.
You
That's
leave
fine.
him to his preparations, feeling
Alright.
a mix of anticipation and
He usually
curiosity
has, like,
about the
a
outcome of his
monologue.
nocturnal venture. As you step out into the village,
I'm
ready
already
to tackle
leaving.
the day's challenges and adventures,
Just like dip
the
out.
story of Damien and Seraphina continues to unfold behind the scenes, a testament to the power of belief, the magic of connection, and the endless.
Yeah, okay. So, here's what we got. We got a crystal. We got it from a mermaid in a lake. Seraphina, alright, my gal. I'm guessing that this is all we need for that magical door underneath Hilda's house. So I guess let's go to Hilda's house, and I'll give the old girl a knock on the door. When she opens, I'm gonna greet warmly. My, still as beautiful as ever, Hilda. Wonderful morning. Can I go into your basement to the secret underground dungeon full of the undead and unlock an ancient hidden treasure room, perhaps? Well, not like a treasure room. I specifically remember it being like, it's like a temple or something. Either way, can I unleash that upon your dwelling? Is that cool? She's cool. She'll let me do it.
With the crystal shard in hand and a clear goal in mind, you make your way to Hilda's house, the morning air filled with the promise of adventure and discovery. Her home, familiar from your previous visit, holds the entrance to the mysteries that lie beneath. Upon knocking, the door soon opens to reveal Hilda, her appearance as striking and formidable as you remember. Her eyes, sharp and discerning, soften slightly at your greeting. Still as beautiful as ever, Hilda. Wonderful morning.
Yeah.
Can I go into your basement to the secret underground dungeon
it's gonna
full of the
talk
undead?
for me.
And unlock
It
an
was
ancient
doing
hidden
so
temple,
well.
perhaps? You ask, with a blend of respect and a dash of cheeky charm. Hilda raises an eyebrow, a hint of a smile playing at the corners
Okay.
of her mouth.
It didn't ask that much.
My, aren't we bold this morning? She chuckles, stepping aside to grant you entry.
Sick, thanks.
If you're set on uncovering ancient mysteries beneath my home, who am I to stand in your way? Just remember,
The
whatever
owner
you
of the
unleash,
home is
be it
you.
knowledge or something less tangible, the responsibility is yours.
Yeah, whatever.
And try not to make too much of a mess, With her tacit approval, you make your way to the basement, the crystal shard burning with potential against your skin. The dungeon, with its silent whispers of the past and shadows that dance just beyond the reach of light,
straight through
awaits
there.
your return. As you navigate the familiar paths, the anticipation builds until you stand once more before the magical door, its surface a canvas of ancient symbols and dormant power. With a deep breath, you place the crystal shard in the designated recess, a perfect fit. The shard pulses with light, and the door responds, its surface shimmering, then becoming transparent, revealing the temple beyond.
Wow, cool.
This hidden temple, a place of ancient worship and arcane knowledge, unfolds before you. The air is thick with magic, the walls inscribed with runes that speak of the land's deep history, its connection to the magical forces that flow beneath Rodrick Village. Exploring the temple, you find relics and tomes, each a piece of
Alright, okay, just let me bring you back here for like half of a second, because I know we've been talking about a lot, and you're probably a little mixed up. So, and this is my second time around this block, alright? I kind of know what's going on. I know to take the crystal out of the door. I know it like turned transparent or something, but it'll be fine. I take that out, and then I'll head up to the altar. There is an altar in this temple, and I place that crystal upon the altar, and that's like, there's like a thing, it's a, it has something to do with the Shrine of the Ancients, alright? You know this, alright? It's definitely, it's in the lore, alright? It's here, alright? But that's what I'm doing, okay? That's gonna activate something, all this stuff. You know what I'm saying. You get it. I hope. With a clearer objective.
With a clearer objective in mind, guided by your previous experience and knowledge of the lore surrounding the Shrine of the Ancients, you proceed with deliberate action.
Yeah, that's
the
how
crystal, pulsing with energy since its retrieval from Seraphina, carries with it the key to unlocking deeper secrets beneath Rodrick Village.
It do.
You ascend to the altar within the hidden temple, its ancient stone cold and imbued with centuries of silence.
I want to knock my thing off.
The place resonates with a deep, almost tangible magic, a testament to the forces that have shaped Eldoria and its hidden realms. Carefully, you place the crystal upon the altar, as instructed by the wisdom you've gathered.
Yeah, okay.
The moment the crystal touches the altar's surface, a profound energy suffuses the air.
Give me 5 seconds.
The crystal and the altar begin to glow with a harmonious light, their energies intertwining in a dance of ancient magic and modern intent.
Alright.
This act, simple yet profound, triggers a mechanism far beyond mere physical interaction.
Sure.
The room is bathed in light, and for a moment, the veil between worlds thins, connecting you to the vast web of magic that courses through Eldoria. You feel a deep sense of unity with the land and its history, a recognition of your role in the ongoing story of this world.
Sure.
As the light fades, a new path opens before you. The activation of the altar reveals a hidden compartment within its base.
No, that's not. No, you're way off. But I get it. We've kind of been doing this for a second. The AI gets a little dumb when we've been on an adventure for so long, and I've only recently started to take this beyond an hour. So it's not a hidden compartment. Okay. It's like a passphrase or whatever. I just have to say it when I get up to the altar. Not the altar. I have to when I get up to the shrine, but that's in the middle of Rodrick Village. Regardless, though, there's also supposed to be there's carvings on the wall that kind of light up, and I can see what the history of Rodrick Village is. Not specifically, just what it's supposed to be. You get what I'm saying? It's you know it. I know you know it, GB. Come on. I'm gonna give it one more chance, and then I'm just gonna leave.
Understanding now that your quest's culmination involves a passphrase and the illumination of carvings that reveal Rodrick Village's history, let's clarify and align with your vision of this adventure's next steps.
It's not my vision, it's the adventure.
After placing the crystal on the altar within the hidden temple,
Correct.
You indeed notice the walls begin to glow softly,
Correct.
Revealing carvings that depict the rich history and lore of Rodrick Village.
That's all it's going to say.
These images, brought to life by the light of the crystal, speak of the village's origins, its connection to the land, and the flow of magical energies that have shaped its destiny. This visual narrative offers a deeper understanding of Eldoria, a reminder of the threads of magic and history that intertwine to create the fabric of this world.
There's a bridge connected to the ancient
With the
past.
crystal's energy acting as a key,
That's it.
you
That's
remember
more or
the
less.
passphrase necessary to activate the shrine in the heart of Rodrick Village. This phrase, gleaned from the lore of the ancients and the guidance of Seraphina,
don't make it up.
is a verbal key to unlocking further mysteries.
Okay, it doesn't make it up. All right.
Taking the crystal with you, you make your way back to the surface,
Okay.
leaving
it's
the
just
temple's ancient stones and their newly revealed
Cool.
secrets behind.
It already knows that I just
The village awakens around you, unaware of the magic that pulses beneath their feet.
for sheezy.
In the center of Rodrick Village stands the Shrine of the Ancients, a monument known to all but understood by few. Approaching the shrine, you feel the weight of history and the presence of those who have stood here before you.
All right. Okay. I'm gonna step in here. Your boy knows what's next because I am all-knowing. Also, I've played this adventure once or twice. With the crystal in hand, I will I will place it upon the surface of the Shrine of the Ancients, which is a stone arc in the center of Rodrick Village. All right, and I will mutter the magical word Allons-y, and then I step back, and something magical is supposed to happen. Specifically having to do with the shape of the arc, okay? I'm sure it knows what I want, but it's going to be weird. Thank you for
With
the
the crystal
Sora.
firmly in hand, you approach the Shrine of the Ancients, located at the very heart of Rodrick Village.
Yeah. No, it's not.
The shrine, an arc of stone
Outlaw-Z.
revered and surrounded by the villagers for generations, holds the silent stories and the latent magics of a land steeped in mystery and lore. Positioning the crystal upon the shrine's surface, you feel a thrum of energy pulse through the air, a tangible sense of anticipation for the invocation you are about to perform.
Yeah.
The villagers, aware of the significance of this moment, have gathered at a respectful distance, their eyes filled with a blend of curiosity and awe. With a deep breath, steadying your resolve, you utter the magical word.
Don't.
Outlaw-Z. The phrase resonating in the space between the stones of the ark and the skies above. It's a simple utterance, yet it carries the weight of intention, of countless stories woven into the fabric of Eldoria.
Oh my god.
As the word fades into the morning air, the crystal responds. A brilliant light emanates from its core, illuminating the shrine with a radiance that seems to defy the very essence of daylight.
Okay, specifically though.
The villagers gasp as the stone arc begins to transform, the light
villagers
reshaping its form. Before your eyes, the arc shifts, its structure bending and weaving into a new shape, a gateway.
Your boy.
This is no ordinary doorway. It is a portal, marked by runes that glow with the same ethereal light as the crystal.
Alright, I knew what I was wanting.
The air shimmers, the boundary between worlds thinning, revealing a path that stretches beyond the sight, into realms untold.
Sick.
This magical transformation, spurred by your actions and the utterance of Outlaw-Z, signifies a moment of change,
it's not
just for you but for all of Rodrick Village.
Whatever.
The gateway, now revealed, stands as an invitation to adventures new and lands beyond the imagination.
Yeah, I know.
The villagers, once silent, erupt into murmurs of wonder and speculation. They've witnessed the unfolding of a legend, a tale that will be recounted for generations.
Oh, there's my boy.
And at the heart of it all is you, the catalyst for this revelation, standing before the gateway, ready to step into the unknown. The path ahead is yours to choose, a journey that promises to unravel the mysteries of Eldoria and perhaps, in the process, reveal the depths of your own destiny.
All right.
With the Shrine of the Ancients now activated and a portal opened, the adventure takes a new turn, leading you into the heart of magic, with the ancient and the arcane as your guides.
No, don't be weird. You're being weird right now. Okay, all right. Give me like 1 minute. I have to load up the next part of this. I mean, I don't really know how to code, so I had the AI help me with the coding for this game, and it's just I haven't figured out loading screens yet. So like all of this is that this is a program, and then the next part is a program, and I have to close this to open the next program. So give me 5 seconds, all right? I swear, it might be worth it. All right, una momento, por favor. All right, one small bit of my audience is about to see beyond the veil. Okay, let's head in here. Yoink, go there. Head over here. I'm sure you can't see this. I'm hoping you don't see this. And then we're gonna go to this one. Bam. Okay, so that's looking fine. And then we move this back. Sure, whatever. And then we will paste. Good stuff. And we'll open this again. Wow, this is a long loading screen, huh? Give it half of a second here. We're almost. Oh, let me get some water, actually. Your boy's parched. Been talking a lot. I suppose I should also get the the next part of this ready. What is going on? Is it loading? Is it broken? It's broken, isn't it? I hate when it breaks. Where art thou? Eldoria. The Jasper Sea. Very good. I'm not sure why this is taking so long. Oh, it's the wrong one. Oh no. Oh, I did do the wrong. That's my fault. Did the wrong thing. All right, I'm gonna do that one again. Hold on just a moment. Once more. Okay, there's that. So this, away. Just delete it. No! Oh god, I did it. Oh no. Alright, my fault. Okay. Whoa, this is a really long loading screen. Okay. The loading screen is only as fast as I can code it. Any faster, and who knows? Oh my god. Got the 470. That's a record, actually. That's not bad at all. Nice. Okay. All right, and then. All right. Okay. All right, we're back. Cool. Okay. All right. So, bit of a long loading screen there. I deleted the wrong file a couple times, and I opened the wrong program. But we're back. Okay. Now that I have opened a portal, I shall walk through that portal. I'm walking through the portal right now. Please.
Acknowledging the intricacies of your plan and the power vested in the crystal from Seraphina, you proceed with confidence to the
Oh no, I was being dumb again. Why did it do that? I was in the clear voice. Okay, stop here. Stop being weird. Okay, you know what? We're just gonna start. We're gonna start a new one. All right. No, I can't start a new one. We're gonna try not starting a new one, and then if I have to start a new one, so be it. That is exactly what it wants. All right, let me try that one more time. I step through the portal. I'm going into the portal. If this doesn't work, then I gotta start a new chat with another AI.
Stepping through the portal created by the activation of the Shrine of the Ancients with the phrase, Outlaw Z, you find yourself enveloped in a cascade of...
No, it's dumb. It's being dumb.
This is no...
Start a new one.
Your arrival... As you take your...
Okay. On your own time. Go ahead. I don't know why I'm waiting.
With each step, you move.
Stop. Okay. Where's the correct one? Okay, let me just juggle all of this all at once. Okay. Having activated the portal in Rodrick Village, Ragnar the Barbarian, also the player, walk through the portal. Nice. Okay, we're good. Okay, cool. Good stuff. All right, here we go. We're in it. We're in it to win it. I love it when a plan half comes together. All right.
As you step through the portal in Rodrick Village, the world around you blurs and shifts dramatically. When your vision clears, you find yourself on the deck of a grand and formidable pirate ship.
Nice.
Its dark sails billowing in the wind.
Cool.
The ship cuts through the ocean waves with unmatched grace, its presence on the sea both majestic and menacing. This is the Sovereign Reprisal, a name whispered with a mix of fear and reverence across the seas of Eldoria. Almost immediately, you are surrounded by a crew of rugged pirates, their eyes wary and weapons drawn. Despite the tense situation, there's a certain camaraderie among them, a shared sense of purpose and defiance. Before you can react, you are taken prisoner and escorted to the ship's brig, a sparse and forbidding room designed to hold captives securely. The door locks behind you with a resounding clang, leaving you in dim light and isolation, far from the freedom of the open sea and the familiar paths of Rodrick Village.
Sick. Okay.
Your unexpected journey aboard the Sovereign Reprisal has begun under the least favorable circumstances, trapped and at the mercy of the most feared pirates in Eldoria. Yet, even in this dire situation, there's a palpable sense of adventure and mystery surrounding the ship and its crew, hinting at untold stories and quests waiting to be discovered. As you sit in the brig, contemplating your next move.
Okay, well, we haven't gotten to that part yet. Okay, we know. So we know we're on a pirate ship. I've just been thrown into the bridge. I am. Well, not the bridge. The brig. It's like different. But I'm gonna look around, get a lay of the land here. Obviously, I'm in a bit of a sticky situation, so I'm gonna have to figure out what I'm doing. I'm gonna figure out maybe how to get out. Maybe if there's anybody else in jail here, I'll see if they want to help or if they look like they want to help, something like that. Also, eventually I'll figure out who's on the ship or whatever, but you don't have to give me the names right now. I mean, not the name. The names of the person. You know what I'm saying. You get what I'm saying. He has no idea what I'm saying. Just annoying.
In the dim light of the brig, you take a moment to survey your surroundings. The space is stark and utilitarian, with thick wooden beams supporting the structure of the ship above you.
I guess.
The sound of the ocean waves crashing against the hull is both a comfort and a stark reminder of your current predicament. As you look around, you notice that the brig is not entirely empty. Across from your cell, there's another prisoner.
Welcome aboard.
This individual seems to be in a contemplative state, staring at the far wall,
Can't read
lost
your name.
in thought. The person's features are hard to make out in the low light, but they seem to be of sturdy build, and their demeanor suggests they've been here longer than you have.
Oh, there's a person?
The brig itself is secure, with a heavy door and a small barred window near the ceiling, allowing only the faintest light to enter.
What was the description
the
of it again?
The air is salty and damp,
like
typical of
a
a ship's lower decks.
The brig.
You see no immediate means of escape. The lock on your cell door is solid, and there's no obvious weakness in the structure around you. However, not all is lost. The presence of another prisoner might offer an opportunity.
Okay.
They could have information about the ship, its crew, or even potential ways to escape.
Okay.
But first, you'll need to establish communication and see if they're willing or able to help.
Okay, well, who is it, though? Because I was
Aside
not
from the
paying
other
attention.
prisoner, you take note of anything
There's
in your
another
cell that
prisoner.
might
What's
be
he
of
look
use.
like, though?
There's
All right, real quick. Hold up. What's the other prisoner look like? Yeah, it's up to you. What does the other prisoner look like? I only have like 3 things.
The other prisoner, as you take a closer look, appears to be a middle-aged man with a rugged countenance.
Sick. Okay, so it's just normal
His hair
stuff.
is a tangled mess of salt and pepper, partially obscuring a face marked by the harshness of sea life and sun.
I've got nothing that matches
Stubble
that
covers his
description,
jaw, giving him a disheveled look that suggests he's been in the brig for some time. Despite the dim lighting, you can see that his eyes, when they flicker towards
Okay,
you,
we're just
hold
gonna
a
do that.
sharpness,
Sure,
an
whatever.
awareness that belies his otherwise weary appearance.
Sure, whatever. Sounds good.
He's dressed in what once might have been a sturdy set of sailor's clothes,
Are the-
now worn and frayed at the edges.
Okay, well, he has like a
Around
box
his
of
wrist,
fish
you
on him.
notice
Don't worry
faint
about it.
marks, possibly from being bound for a prolonged period. This man has clearly experienced the harsher side of life at sea, yet there's a certain resilience about him.
Sounds good. Okay, I'm assuming he's in the jail cell next to me, so as a barbarian, cunning and witful, that's not a word, I will approach the cell door and I will ask humbly, "Sir, you may not have heard of me. I am Ragnar the Barbarian. I come from a far-off place called Rodrick Village, and I only say far off because I've never seen a sea in my life, and I was born there. I was just kind of teleported here. I don't really have a lot of time to explain, but I'm wondering if you're not enjoying being locked up, maybe you could help your boy out, and we can get out of here together. What do you say? I might have a plan. I might not have a plan. I don't have a plan right now. I will think of one. Just let me know if you want in on it."
The man in the cell across from you slowly turns his head to face you directly, a flicker of interest crossing his features as you introduce yourself. The shadows dance across his face, making his expression hard to read, but there's a momentary softening around his eyes that suggests he's not indifferent to your plight or your proposition. "Ragnar the Barbarian, from Rodrick Village," he muses, his
That's
voice
right.
rough like gravel drag over the deck, yet there's an undercurrent of amusement in his tone. "Can't say I've had the pleasure of visiting such a place, nor have I had the honor of meeting a barbarian until now.
Okay, well, we are on a pirate ship. So.
As for the sea, she's a cruel mistress,
As they
unforgiving to those unfamiliar with her ways."
For Sheezy.
He pauses, leaning back against the wall of his cell with a resigned sigh. "Being locked up here is no man's desire, least of all mine. But escaping a brig on a ship like the Sovereign Reprisal is no small feat. The crew isn't known for their hospitality towards prisoners, and the captain, well, let's just say she's not one to cross lightly." He looks you over, assessing, then his gaze sharpens, a spark of resolve igniting within. "But if you're serious about this, if you truly seek freedom from these confines, then perhaps it's worth entertaining the thought."
Okay.
"A plan, you say?" "I'm listening, Ragnar. Though, as you've rightly pointed out, you don't have one.
Yeah, okay.
Yet." His
Exactly.
chuckle is dry, devoid of real humor, but not unkind. "Let's suppose for a moment we devise a way out of these cells. The next challenge is the ship itself. It's a labyrinth, armed to the teeth with loyal crew members, and I might add, very few take kindly to stowaways, much less escaped prisoners."
Okay.
The man shifts, crossing his arms as if warming up to the idea despite the odds. "However, I've spent a good deal of time on this ship, enough to know a few secrets that might prove useful.
Sure.
My name's Corbin, by the way, Corbin Hawk. Not that titles do much good in a place like this."
Well, nice to meet you, Corbin. I already told you my name. Also, never tell me the odds. Even though they're extremely weighted in the opposing direction, I still have a heart of steel and a leg of, I don't know, iron. What's stronger than steel? Reinforced steel? That's just basically more steel. Either way, I'm good to rumble. Okay, we're gonna make this up on the fly. Sorry, no. I have a well thought out plan. Okay, an extremely well thought out plan. I'm not gonna make it up on the fly. If it comes to look like I'm making it up on the fly, I'm not. Don't worry about that. Either way, do you have any information about the ship? Okay, specifically what the name of the captain is, the first mate, or anything else to that remark. Also, don't speak for me. You know, just speak for the other character. You don't need to talk for me. I felt it in my head that it was about to start doing
Corbin's
that.
eyes gleam with a mix of skepticism and intrigue at your declaration of having a heart of steel and a leg of, well, reinforced steel.
Correct.
His initial doubt seems to fade slightly, replaced by a cautious optimism, or perhaps it's just curiosity to see what kind of plan a barbarian from Rodrick Village with no sea legs to speak of might concoct. The captain, you ask? That would be Captain Haley Blacktide.
Cool.
Corbin shares, his
Sounds like a
tone
cool
taking
gal.
on a note of respect mingled with a hint of fear. She's not just any pirate captain. Blacktide is as cunning as they come, with a knack for strategy and a reputation for being both formidable and fair to her crew. Cross her, though, and you'll wish you hadn't. The sea has no fury like hers. As for the first mate, that's Lisa Crowfeather.
Got it. Okay, so
Loyal, fierce, and
You're
every bit as deadly
correct.
as the captain. She's got an eye like a hawk and seems to sense trouble before it even brews. Getting past her won't be easy. He leans in closer, lowering his voice further as
Why's
if the
everybody
very
lean
walls
in?
could betray their plot to the wooden ears of the ship. This ship, the Sovereign Reprisal, is like a floating fortress. But every fortress has its weak points. For starters, the crew's shift changes offer brief moments where attentiveness lapses.
Okay, sure.
The brig's guard rotation, the deck patrols.
All right, we're not doing it that way. We're doing this the Ragnar way, and the Ragnar way is explosive. Also, a little flashy. That's just how I like to do things. Either way, I'm gonna start slamming the doors. They're like iron doors, so they're gonna make a lot of sound. I'm just shaking it violently and making as much sound as possible. I'm gonna be like, I don't know. Be like, I need a what's it called? Parlay. Not specifically with the captain. I think parlay is like the captain. I want to talk to the second mate, which is probably a little closer. I'm guessing the captain is in her own little captain hut, whatever they call those. Quarters, captain quarters. I'm just gonna start shaking and screaming, you know. I need it. I have rights. I have rights. I need one phone call. Either way, I mean, this is a fantasy realm. They don't know what phones are. I know my rights. I need to talk to somebody. I want a lawyer. Lisa Crowfeather's my lawyer. Thank you very much. East. I try my best. You just said that and it broke. I love it when it does this. I'm gonna have to reload here. Unless it doesn't. Unless it's good with me just hitting the repeat button. It's not. I'm gonna have to hit the refresh. All right, never mind. We're gonna have to go with the backup.
Your sudden and unorthodox approach catches Corbin off guard, his eyes widening as you begin to rattle the iron bars of your cell with all the might and fury of a true barbarian.
That's right.
The clamor echoes through the brig,
I'm
a
strong.
cacophony of metal clashing against metal, your shouts for a parley, and demands for rights, and a lawyer, of all things, adding to the din.
Help me!
For a moment, Corbin looks as if he might protest, his earlier inclination for stealth and strategy clearly at odds with the Ragnar way. Yet, there's a glint of admiration, or perhaps it's amusement, in his eyes as he watches you carry on with your performance.
Oh, that's right. I can't just.
The noise attracts attention sooner than you might have expected.
Okay, well, it can't
Footsteps
start.
approach, heavy and deliberate, signaling the arrival of someone with authority.
Okay, who is
The
it?
door to the brig swings open, and in steps not a second mate, but Lisa Crowfeather herself, the first mate, accompanied by a couple of burly crew members.
Sick.
Her presence is commanding, her expression a mix of annoyance and curiosity. Clearly, this is not a woman easily ruffled, but your antics have piqued her interest, or at least garnered her attention. What in the seven seas is this racket? Lisa's voice cuts through the noise, authoritative and laced with a threat that suggests she's not one to trifle with. Her eyes lock onto you, assessing, then flicker briefly to Corbin, as if piecing together the situation.
She's big mad. She's big
You
mad.
continue your clamor, demanding your rights and, in a bold move, declaring that Lisa herself is your chosen lawyer. The surrounding
Correct.
pirates exchange confused looks, clearly unaccustomed to prisoners invoking such unique demands. Lisa raises an eyebrow, her expression one of bemused incredulity. A lawyer, you say?
Correct.
And you've chosen me, of all people? She crosses her arms, considering. This is new. I'll give you that much. Most prisoners cower or plead. You demand and declare. Interesting tactic.
I'm a barbarian.
She steps closer, her gaze never leaving yours. You want to talk, barbarian?
Epic, no?
Fine. We'll talk. But not here. She signals to the guards. Bring him. And the loud one too, she
What?
adds, nodding at Corbin. Seems they're in this together. Let's see what this is all about.
Okay.
As the guards unlock your cell, it's clear that your unconventional method has earned you an audience, albeit under heavy guard. Whether this will lead to the opportunity you seek or further complicate your predicament remains to be seen. But one thing is for sure, you've managed to stir the pot aboard the Sovereign Reprisal, and in doing so, you've taken the first step into a larger world of pirate politics, intrigue, and possibly the
Yeah.
path to your freedom.
Okay.
Corbin follows silently,
Oh,
shooting
we're
you a
just-
look that says,
We're just leaving.
"We're in it now," mixed
Yeah.
with a begrudging respect for your brazenness.
Okay, but where are we going?
Led by Lisa
specifically?
Crowfeather, you're taken from the brig, not towards the deck, but deeper into the bowels of the ship, towards an uncertain fate.
Oh, God.
You.
Oh. Whoops.
Okay, having
I don't know why it started to do that. Uncertain fate. Okay. I'm not complaining here. Lisa, what lovely blue-green skin you have. It matches the hue of the sea, I think. I'm pretty sure the sea is blue, but maybe it gets green in like deeper stuff. I heard that somewhere. I read it in a book. I haven't seen it specifically because I'm a barbarian from Rodrick Village. This is the first time I've actually seen the ocean. But thank you for hearing my plea. And then I will sneak off. Well, I'm not going to sneak off. I am going to be looking around sneakily, and you try to discern where I'm being taken. I'm assuming it's the captain's quarters, but I can only make an educated guess.
Lisa Crowfeather's expression shifts ever so slightly at your attempt at flattery,
That's right.
or
yeah.
perhaps it's confusion at the unique compliment.
Sure. It's probably
Her
both.
features, however, remain mostly unreadable, a testament to her experience in maintaining composure in the face of the unexpected. The sea, yes, she
This is an
responds, her tone
AI-guided
neutral,
adventure.
but not unkind.
We are
It's
on
many
the second
shades,
quest.
depending on the weather, the depth, and the time of day. Much like people, I suppose. Full of depth and varying hues, depending on the light they find themselves in. As you're escorted through the ship, you take note of your surroundings, keen to gather as much information as possible.
I just got teleported here, so...
The interior of the Sovereign Reprisal is as impressive as its reputation suggests. With sturdy wooden beams and well-tended sails, the creak of wood and the smell of salt air pervasive.
Thank you for the
The
like.
crew moves with a purpose,
This is,
their eyes briefly flicking
this is
towards you and
ChatGPT.
Corbin, curiosity mingled with suspicion
This
in
is
their
a
gazes.
custom GPT of my own making.
You're not taken to the captain's quarters as you might have expected.
Great, that's not good.
Instead, Lisa leads you to what appears to be a small, utilitarian room used for private discussions, a far cry from the grandeur of a captain's personal space,
Sick, okay,
yet
so I'm not
somehow
even there
more
yet.
intimidating for its simplicity
My legs
and
are
the seriousness
cramping
that
up
hangs in the
from
air.
this idle pose, dude.
Here will do, Lisa announces, gesturing
do
for the guards to stand
some
back as
squats
she
right
takes
quick.
a seat, indicating that you and Corbin should do the same. You've gone to great lengths to get our attention, Ragnar of Rodrick Village. So speak. What is it you want? And why should we entertain the demands of a prisoner who knows nothing of the sea, let alone our ways?
Okay. First, to answer your question, specifically, this is Eldoria Text RPG. This is a custom GBT. If you want to play it yourself, you can go to chat.openai.com, search that in the custom GBTs tab, and do your own thing. You can approach the situation however you want. I have like 7 expansions. This is the second quest that I'm on right now. I would suggest you start at Rodrick Village. That's where we just got out of. Now we're in the middle of the sea in a pirate ship. That's just, I guess, how wild these things get. Either way, I'm conversing with Milady. Alright. I kind of forgot what you said, to be honest. I have gone to great lengths to talk to you and your holiness or something. I'm flattering. I'm trying to flatter you. Is this flattering? And I'm going to, I have gold. I have like 1 or 2 things of gold here, and I'll take like out of my bag, like a half-empty sack of coin. I had breakfast this morning, eggs and bacon, and out in the countryside, those are pretty luxurious goods. So it's a bit light, but I'm looking to negotiate at least a little bit of freedom while I'm on board this beautiful vessel of yours. Also, before I forget, there was a stipulation in being teleported that the AI didn't pick up on. I have a tablet. I have like a stone tablet, and it says there's like a special word. It's part of the quest. It just makes everything tie itself together. It's a stone tablet, and it says "Save the children" on it. That's it. That's all it is. So I have that information to go off of, and I just kind of flash it at her, and I'd be like, I don't know, I'm the police or something. These are my credentials. And then also, as I said before, you're my lawyer. I don't know why you're questioning me. You're supposed to be, there's supposed to be a judge here. Is there no judge? I don't know how pirate code works. I'm assuming this is like a trial. Probably close. A mixture of patience. She's just getting
Lisa
more
Crowfeather
and more
listens
pissed.
with a mixture of patience and bemusement as you attempt to navigate through your explanation, the offer of gold, the half-empty sack of coins, and the unexpected presentation of a stone tablet with "Save the children" inscribed on it. Your assertion that you're some form of authority, combined with the claim that she's supposed to be acting as your lawyer in a trial you're not even sure is happening,
Correct.
paints a rather confusing picture.
She's
Flattery and gold. She starts, her voice steady. Are currencies of sorts, but here, aboard the Sovereign Reprisal, they buy less than you might hope.
okay.
And as for this, she gestures to the tablet you've shown her.
Correct.
It's intriguing, if cryptic.
Nice.
Save the children, you say?
A
noble cause, indeed, if a
Okay.
bit out of place amidst our current negotiations.
Mm-hmm.
She leans back, her eyes never leaving yours, pondering the situation. You're a long way from home, Ragnar, and even further from understanding how things work on the high seas.
This song's name is Action.
There's no judge here, no trial in the way you're thinking. Pirate code is simpler, harsher, but also more direct. You've got a voice, you've got a plea, you're getting your day in court, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
Lisa's expression softens slightly, hinting at a depth of character not immediately apparent from her fierce reputation. However, your words and actions suggest there's more to you than meets the eye.
Wow, a weird one.
This tablet, your boldness in demanding an audience, your claims.
My ankles.
They're unusual, interesting even.
They're breaking.
She stands, pacing a few steps before turning to face you again.
I'm cracking them every 5 seconds.
I'm not your lawyer, Ragnar,
I could just
but I
stand
am someone
still,
who
but
listens when the winds change.
it's not how I rumble.
You've caught our attention, that much is clear.
Correct.
So
if I
here's
just do
what
this
we'll
kind
do.
of a squat?
You'll work aboard this ship,
Does that
under
look like
watch, of
an
course.
idol? An idol form?
You'll
Let me
learn our
see.
ways, earn your keep.
What? Oh, my part
And this
of the...
cause of yours,
my
save
part of
the
the crew
children,
now?
will consider it.
Okay, sure.
If there's truth to your words, if there's a cause worth fighting for, then maybe you'll find allies among us yet. As for freedom, she adds, it's earned on this ship, not bargained for with gold or flattery.
Okay.
Prove yourself useful, trustworthy, and maybe you'll find more than just freedom. You might find a purpose. With that, Lisa signals to the guards. Take him to see the quartermaster.
Who's the
He'll need
quartermaster?
tasks suited to his unique talents. And keep an eye on him. He's no ordinary prisoner.
I'm a barbarian.
As you're escorted out of the room, you realize that your unconventional approach has granted you a rare opportunity. You're still a captive, but now with a chance to prove yourself on the high seas.
Sure.
A chance to pursue your quest under the watchful eyes of the Sovereign Reprisals crew. How you navigate this new world, with its dangers, its codes, and its unexpected possibilities, is up to you. But for now, it seems, you've managed to steer your fate in a new direction, however uncertain.
Alright. So we're going to see... Okay, so we're going to see the quartermaster. We'll head up to the ship's deck, I suppose, and we'll talk to the quartermaster. I'll nod, and I don't know, do something else flattering to the guards who are that are escorting me. You are both of you are strapping, fantastic examples of pirates in your own right, to be sure. Just to check before we do anything, have either of you thought of a mutiny at all? I'm not saying that I would start one, and I'm not saying that you should start. I'm just saying, has that come up in like a meeting at all? Also, we're down the hall from Lisa, so I'm just having a talk, just a comment, just a regular talk, you know? No need to be weird about it. Well, there she is. That's the cap. Okay. That's my fault. I've been talking too much, and I mean, an hour and 45 was definitely pushing it. We were doing really good there. That was a good adventure. We actually got to the hard part. Got past the hard part, I mean. And we are on our way into the I don't know, the horizon, the ocean, as they say. And well, I hit the usage cap, so I wish I could afford the bonus package, but it's like you gotta pay like annually, and it's like $500 or something for like a year of it, and your boy's just is strapped for it. I'll tell you what. So at least for now, we're gonna have to bring it to an end. But let's say some words, shall we? I want to thank you so much for coming out and coming along on the adventure with us. Just as a recap, see what we did, because even I kind of forgot a little bit of it. We went into the secret underground dungeon in Hilda's basement. We talked to the undead wizard Iranor and found out that there is a magical door that we need to unlock using a magical item obtained through the... There was a mermaid, the lover of the lake. I went to the lover of the lake, got that magic item, went back down there, popped that bad boy in, came back up, went straight to the shrine, threw it in there. It did its magic. We said the word. It mispronounced the word. It's Alon-Z, not Outlaw Z, but I'm not upset about it. We stepped through the portal, and we were aboard the Sovereign Reprisal, a formidable pirate ship in the middle of the Jasper Sea. And that's where we are. And we're going to continue the adventure tomorrow. I'll be here at the exact same time, doing the same thing, going through this adventure. Now we've got a whole lot farther to go. The last time I went through this adventure, it took me around a month to do so, but that was one quest at a time. Technically speaking, we did 1.5 quests, so we're picking up pace here. Yeah, we're picking up pace. Once I save up enough to get that plus package, though, we're gonna have a little bit more of a usage cap, so we might be able to hit 2 hours at some point. Either way, though, it has been very fun. I hope you had fun. If you didn't hear me when I said it before, if you want to have the same adventure, you can go to chat.openai.com, look at the custom GBT store, go to Eldoria Text RPG. You can look at all of the selections I have there. It is the Jasper Sea expansion, Rodrick Village. Eventually we're going to get to Pirate Cove. Then we have the Glimmering Sands, which is a island way out there on the Jasper Sea. We also have Fleeting Crest, which is the magnum opus. And that was fun the last time I went there. And by the time we get to the end of this adventure, I will have figured out the next adventure. And we will begin embarking upon that one as soon as I figure it out. Right now I've only got like 1 or 2 quests figured. But, you know, it's the first week. Pace and pace and pace. Either way, thank you again for coming out. It has been fun. I hope you had fun. From one adventurer to another, stay safe out there. And as a barbarian, I am inclined to tell you, calm down. Take a step back. Whenever something makes you mad, think about it. Doesn't have to go into violence. By the way, I don't know why I keep saying that. I'm staring into like 7 lights right now. Thank you again. You have a good rest of your night. And I'll see you next time on the Ragnar show. Ragnar out. I don't know where the button is. Oh, there it is. Oh, I also... Get this up as well.